Hey guys, this is a long playing review for Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom on the good old AMSTRAD CPC. Now this is a conversion of the Atari coin-op, which I thought was absolutely excellent. In fact, it's one of my favourite arcade games of all time. Absolutely loved it, and I feel it really captured the movie really well, given the year and limitations of hardware available. And I thought it was an excellent game, and so I was really excited to get this on the AMSTRAD. And the conversion came from US Gold, who are not known for doing brilliant coin-op games, and a bit of a dodgy loading screen there. Doesn't look that much like Indie. And so here we are on the title screen. Begin your quest for the Sankara Stone. 1 or 2 can vary the colours. And the programmer, John Prince, we'll come on to him in a little bit later. But let's start this up first of all. Now, before we do anything, we can use 1 and 2 to change the colours. I'm going to change the colours. Indy should not be in blue. He's not a bloody policeman. So we're going to change him to a brown and leave the orange background. And let's okay, that'll do. It's a little bit better. Still quite garish. But basically we've got 2 or 3 colours in the game, but it's nice you can cycle between them and get some really truly hideous colour schemes going if you want it, like bright green and red or something. And this plays pretty well compared to the arcade original. The gameplay's intact. Basically the game is basically split into 3 different levels per section. First section is always in the mines, and you're going around freeing captured kids, like so. Hey! And once you've freed all the kids, you can find the mine shaft with the mine cart, and that leads on to the second section where you're in a mine cart, like in the movie. You've got to escape from the Fuggy guards. And then the third section is you're stealing a Sankara stone from the temple. Obviously I expect nearly all of you watching this should have seen the movie and know that it's quite a good representation of the movie in a computer game. So I'm not going to explain the plot and stuff and what Sankara stones and are and all that. I love how you can swing through on those posts there. Really nicely done. So we've only got 4 kids left to rescue on this level. Now, I mean, I've already just mentioned about the graphics. They're, well, the colours used, but the actual graphics themselves are not particularly good. And yeah, watch out on these bridges as well, because there could be a Fuggy guard right above your head there. You can so easily die in this game. It's frustratingly difficult, and it's never really your fault. It's just that there's that awful scrolling on the go here. It's kind of a half scrolling, half push scrolling. You need to go right to the edge of the screen before it scrolls horizontally, which can lead to like instant death. Ooh, that was very close there. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Anyway, we've got all the kids, so we're going on to the minecart level, which is a really good representation actually of the arcade version's level. So it's completely pointless. I don't think I've ever died or lost a life on this. Well, it's kind of a simplified version. On the arcade original, you have to very quickly choose your path. You can lead to dead ends and stuff like that. And you can whip exploding gas cans and stuff to destroy the chasing Fuggy guys in the cart behind you. But that's not present. And here we are on to the third section, where we've got to steal the Sankara stone and escape in the temple. And this is pretty faithful actually to the arcade version, this level. Great music, I'll come on to that again in a second. So there's a Sankara stone just above there. You've got to wait for the bridge to appear, grab it and move off it very quickly, and escape through one of the doors. Oh dear, the music there is a bit screwed up. Very strange. Right, and then on to the second, well, I suppose we'll call this level 2, I suppose. Probably better say 3 levels, 3 sections each. So sorry guys, there's 3 levels in the game essentially. Before you come to the final section, which is the rope bridge section, if you remember in the movie, famous rope bridge scene. And then there's another level, another strange level after this, going back into the mines. After you complete the game, but there's no way of actually completing that mine level for some strange reason. I'll explain why. Well, I'll show you why later. So we've got 6 kids left here to rescue, and suddenly we're getting now bats on the level and stuff. So we spend most of the time avoiding the fuggy guards. You can whip them, and you'll stun them for a few seconds, but they'll soon jump up again. You've got to avoid there's the vampire bats again. And Molaram, he appears occasionally and throws a flaming heart at you, which you have to whip out the sky. Out the air, sorry. And the route I'm going through these levels, there's Molaram. You can get off the screen quickly, and you can avoid his flaming heart attack. Get rid of bats as soon as you can. Oh, that was a bit cheeky there, another flaming heart just appeared. Anyway. But yeah guys, graphics wise, not very good. Foggy guard sprites look quite cool. It's nice little bit of animation when you stun them, they're sort of rubbing their head, with stars spinning around their head. The indie sprite, it looks okay, it just looks a bit sort of rectangular and a bit squashed actually. But the playing area is tiny. Obviously the programmers really struggled to sort of get this moving at some kind of frame rate, so it's made the screen size very, very small, with big sort of borders around it. With the smaller playing area though, it's makes things a lot more tougher actually. You can walk into some instant deaths here and there. There's a boogie card appears at the side of the screen as you're walking into it. So it loses quite a bit of marks for that. And it's a shame this minecart level isn't more exciting, because it's actually a pretty decent representation of it. It's even got music for each of the 3 sections as well, actually. This level's music wasn't too good though. But the temple music is very good. And it's a good representation of the excellent score from John Williams from the movie. There goes Molaram, the evil guy in the movie. Obviously, he's throwing flaming hearts at you. If you remember in the movie, he ripped out that guy's heart in that famous scene in the temple. Oh dear, sounds screwed up again. But otherwise, this plays a decent game compared to the arcade original. It's missing stuff like conveyor belts. But in the arcade original had like lava pits and all sorts, and bridges you had to cross over lava pits and stuff. That's missing. Otherwise, this is a fairly decent representation of the game. I've not done too bad. I mean, the year release on the AMSTRAD, when was this released? 1987? still quite early days in the AMSTRAD's life, I suppose. Programmers are still getting used to the capabilities of the machine and how you program for it. Well, you can jump down certain sections, or rather fall down them if they're not too if it's not too far you're falling. I think I was saying before, guys, the route I'm taking is probably the fastest route for each of the levels, so if you want to play this yourself, follow my route. I made a map and drew a diagram of where to go for the quickest route. It's quite weird actually, because like the levels kind of like wrap around each other, so you can go to like the far right of the map and it warps around to the left, so it gets a little confusing actually as to where you are sometimes. There's always going to be a kid held captive in a cage somewhere right in the far corner of a map that is miles from anything else. I think this is... yeah, I think there's one right down the bottom left here, which is awkward to get to. By this level, I think the difficulty's really ramped up. Basically, guys, I've done this without losing a life, as I always try to do. But it's a really difficult game, and I probably would have. I've tried to do this game a few times actually. It's taken me a few years to come around to actually get around to do it. Spend a bit of time trying to get through it. But yeah, the difficulty ramps up really greatly on this second mine level. Usually get sort of 3 fuggy guards attacking you, get lots of bats and Mullerama peers and loads more. Just watch out for the edge of the screen, because if you're moving off, there could be a fuggy guard waiting to walk on. Swinging between those posts though, that's really well done that. And you know, being such a big fan of the arcade original, I was reasonably happy with this version. What I did love though is the music on this first level. I think it's I think it's really excellent music actually. In fact, I prefer this music actually to the Commodore 64 version. This is the actual Temple of Doom music from the movie. It doesn't actually use the main Indiana Jones theme at any point, but I love how they've used this theme song rather than the main indie theme, because it suits the atmosphere of the game really well. The Commodore 64 version uses just the main Indiana Jones theme throughout, which is good. But I love this score from John Williams, the Temple of Doom score, brilliant. And really well implemented on the AMSTRAD. The best thing about this version, I think, is the music, actually. But US Gold haven't done a bad job here. Yeah, that's frame rate and the scrolling is ever so jerky. Not very good in those regards, definitely. I'm showing this level is a bit of a waste of time, really. But this temple level is pretty good going, actually. So yeah, US Gold released this in 1987. Programmer was John Prince. That name might be familiar to some of you. He was the guy responsible for Arctic Software's World Cup game, which famously was the game that US Gold nicked for their travesty of the World Cup Carnival, the 1986 official World Cup game, where they just basically re-released John Prince's Arctic World Cup Soccer. Oh, we're at the bridge level. Ah, right, okay. Essentially, this is the last level in the game, really. Just like in the movie, Indy's got to get across here. can only move left or right. Just got to get the end of the bridge. Now whip the bridge. Yay! They all fall down and get eaten by crocodiles. And that's essentially, guys, that is a game completed. Although strangely, it does load a new level, a new mine level, and there are kids to be rescued, but there's no exit to the game. So once you rescued all the kids, there's only 2 mineshaft exits, but the minecart doesn't appear. So essentially, the game, well, the game just there's no exit to the game. There's no completion really until you die, basically. It's a bit of a shame, bit of a bum note to end on, but there you go. But yeah, John Prince program edited World Cup for Arctic, which, yeah, as I was saying, he was a golden Nix for World Cup Carnival. He also did the Street Fighter conversion as well, which is dreadful. And a few of the minor games as well. What else? International Rugby for Arctic, never play that. A couple of AMSOft games, Mr. Wong's Loopy Laundry and Mutant Monty. They weren't particularly good. And I think basically, guys, Temple of Doom was his last game for the Amstrad, at least where he's been credited. Oh well. I'm not sure why that bings twice and I released a kid. It should only bing once. Sorry guys, I think that's a problem with the recording, sound recording. Never mind. But yeah, I'm going to play this last level, level 4 if you want to call it. I'm going to show you where all the kids are. You can't escape. I'll show you where the 2 exits are, supposedly. So they're the only 2 mine shafts in the game, but there's no minecart waiting at the entrance to them, so we can't escape. So poor old Indy's permanently stuck here. Oh yeah, you can fall up on the bridge. Bit of a strange thing that. But yeah, guys, I'm going to sum up a bit of a review here. They've done an okay job with trying to convert the arcade original. I think overall, I'll probably give this a. Oh, that's what happens when you lose a life. Indy rubs his head. I mean, there's one of the exits of the mine shafts there. Sorry guys, there's no mine cart there. There's one a bit further to the right. But yeah, I'm in between a 6.5 out of 10 or a 7 out of 10. I'm going to be generous and give it 7 out of 10. And there's the final. There's the only other mine shaft exit. No mine cart there, so we're permanently stuck. But there you go. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and well, see you next time. Cheers. Bye.